If we can't even agree on the definition of a mirage, then this is not going to go anywhere. I'm sorry.
Okay, look at Introduction to Mirages.
From who?
A.K. Young.
From San Diego University? Is this who we're talking
Yes,
about?
sir.
Oh my God, that's what he thinks.
So
He
this is
thinks the
talking about
light
green
coming down
flash
is hitting the
mirages.
surface and curving the image up itself.
Atmospheric refraction, standard refraction. What is a mirage? Mirages. Oh, here we go. Let's see what he has to say. Mirages are multiple images formed by atmospheric refraction. Oh, multiple images. That's weird. Okay. So already not 100%. Other refraction phenomena include the ever present small vertical displacements of everything we see, called terrestrial or astronomical refraction, as the displaced objects on Earth or in the sky, and less common phenomena of looming and towering or stooping and sinking. I favor the usage established by Pernter, that's a weird word, Pernter and Exner, in the classical book Meteorologische Optik, which is the optics of meteorology or the sky. Refraction phenomena include such image distortions as looming and stooping, as well as everyday terrestrial
I'll be back a
astronomical
little later,
refraction.
man. Read up on that.
I'm reading your source, so you can shut up. But mirage is the restricted to displays in which two or more images of the same object appear. A similar division is used in Humphrey's book, Physics of the Air. Another excellent discussion in French was published in Bonelance, circa 1929. The important theorem of atmospheric optics tells us that multiple or inverted images of celestial objects can occur below the astronomical horizon. So already we have stooped into one issue here as he is discussing celestial objects. Thus, the height of the eye, which determines the dip of the apparent horizon and thus the width of the zone of sky between it and the astronomical horizon, is very important for understanding mirages. Also, if an object is to appear inverted, rays from the top of the object must cross rays from the bottom of the object on the way to the observed eye, so the former arrive in the object, which is saying there's a focal point, is what that is saying. There are several different kinds of mirage. Each involves a particular thermal structure in the atmosphere and a particular relative placement of the structure and the observer. Here are some common examples. The commonest mirage is the inferior mirage, so called not because it is a poor example, but because the inverted image lies below the erect one. This is sometimes called the mirage of the desert, although it was first described by French sailors, but is usually the hot road mirage, as seen smooth paving nearly every sunny day. The association with deserts is widely inappropriate, as the name mirage was originally French sailors' jargon. Although these mirages are readily seen both at sea and on sand, they are really typical of smooth surfaces and can be seen over ice and snow as well. In this mirage, the surface of the Earth, heated by the sun, produces a layer of hot air of lower density just at the surface. Grazing rays bend back up into the denser air above. Here's an observer 5 meters above the surface, sees an apparent horizon with a dip of 6 minutes of arc, just as did the observer at 12 meters in the Stanford atmosphere, but the apparent horizon is now only 4 kilometers away. The circle of the horizon has apparently shrunk. If you place a vertical ruler between the observer and the apparent horizon, you will see that objects closer than the apparent horizon are nearly undistorted. The rays are about equally spaced at the object. But beyond the horizon, the object is strongly distorted. For example, at 10 kilometers, some parts of the object near the ground are visible and other parts are seen twice. The point where the rays marked -2 and -6, see the image above that you can't see on the Twitch screen, sorry about that, is both of these altitudes. Also, a small interval of the object appears to be the observer to fill the interval from -3 to -5 minutes of altitude, and so is strongly magnified vertically. The whole interval of sky appears upside down to the observer. As a vertical object recedes beyond the apparent horizon, more and more of its lower parts disappear, and more of its upper parts are imaged twice. With the inverted image below the erect one, note that because of the curvature of the rays, even the erect image is displaced from its geometric direction from the observer. So this is just saying, if you are beyond the focal point of the mirage, you will see an inverted image coming up.
And also, to be clear, you're not going to get that mirage with a total internal reflection ever. They are independent of each
That's what
other.
it is. That's what it is. That's what a mirage
No,
is.
by very definition.
No,
the
it's
internal
it is a
reflection
refraction
like
upward. It
can-
literally
you
says
can-
that in your own
It's
citation.
grazing, it's grazing, which means it's reflecting, bouncing back up.
In this mirage,
Reflecting, not
this is
bending.
your own citation, Light. Listen. In this mirage, the surface of the Earth, heated by the sun, produces a layer of hot air of lower density just at the surface. Grazing rays bend back up. That is not a reflection. That is a refraction.
Regardless of what he thinks it is.
You gave this as your source, Lightbender.
Yes.
You cannot run away from your own fucking source. You are nailed. You gave this as your source. Your source says you're wrong. This is all you do every day. You take someone's comments out of context to fit your narrative. I just read your own source straight to you, and now you're disagreeing with your own fucking source. You are intellectually dishonest, and I will not continue this conversation with you. Goodbye. What is he trying
Words
to
don't mean
prove?
anything unless you want them.
His own
You gotta
source
cherry pick.
says he's wrong. He just wants to cherry pick what he thinks fits his fucking narrative. I don't have tolerance for that. We live in a entropy-filled universe. Every expenditure of energy we have is committing more to that entropy, which means every time you make an action, you are contributing to the deterioration of the universe, and therefore you have the responsibility to make that energy count for as much as possible. And when you engage with me intellectually dishonestly on this channel, you are wasting your time. You are wasting my time. You are wasting everyone who is watching's time. And you are deliberately contributing to the deterioration of the entire fucking universe. You are my enemy. I will have nothing to do with you. Good day.